Hey guys, everybody. Hey, it's Lee with Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. I want to talk a little bit about the very first service that we kind of dreamed up before we started Junk Removal Authority. And it's because of a huge pain point that I'm sure you guys face running your junk removal company. That's answering the daggone phone. So when we first started Junk Doctors back in 2011, 2012, kind of in that range, from 2011 to about 2015 or so, I answered every single phone call for the most part that came in this joint. So I'd get the call first. If I missed it, it would get forwarded over to Christian. Christian would take it. Guys, we answered phones no matter what time people called. If they called at 5 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m., 12 noon, 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 2 a.m., I would wake up and answer that phone. Didn't matter if it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, 7 days a week, Christmas, New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Eve, whatever day it was, I was picking that phone up and I was answering it. I'd go off to lunch. I'd meet a client or something for lunch, or I'd meet a customer for lunch, or I'd meet a friend for lunch, or I'd go out to lunch with my wife or whatever. The phone would ring. Invariably, people called during lunch. So people hated going out to lunch with me. Because what did it mean? It mean the entire time I was on the phone booking jobs. Thing is, guys, it's important. If you're not grabbing that phone 24/7, 7 days a week, holidays, if it's raining outside, snowing outside, it's just completely sunny outside, whatever it is, if there's a damn hurricane going on, you better be answering that phone. Because here's the deal. If you don't answer it, your competitor is. And as soon as that competitor gets that, if they go off and they do a great job, that customer is forever gone. That job right there, it could have been a $100 job. It could have been a $10,000 job. It could be a $100 job today. It could be a $10,000 job tomorrow. And every single review, referral, or repeat business from that one customer, from that one phone call that you missed, that went on to your competitor. You're never going to see that money. You're never going to gain that edge back. You've lost that edge on your competitor. You do that 10 times in a week. You do that 100 times in a month. You do that 1,000 times in a year. Guess what? Your business is being left in the dust. This telephone, this thing that I'm recording this video on right now, is the absolute most powerful tool in your tool belt. Forget a Sawzall, forget a shovel, forget any of the tools that we use, a broom, or any of the tools we use on a regular basis in junk removal. Throw that crap in the landfill. Your cell phone is the absolute best tool that you have to build your junk removal company. If you are not answering your telephone, somebody else, a competitor, is answering that call, because people have no patience nowadays. If you don't pick it up, they're going down to the next person in line. Now, can you answer every single phone at all the time, no matter what? No, nobody can. Nobody can, but you need to make sure you are equipped with the best possible chance of answering that phone. So what did I do? When we were building up a $3 million a year junk removal company, what I did is I went out and I hired somebody. Now, this lady is still with us right now. She's actually our bookkeeper now. She hasn't taken calls in years. But for the first couple years, right after, so about 2016 to 2018, this lady named Kirsten would field all of her phone calls. So Kirsten still, though, because we have such a volume of calls. I mean, I think in 2018, we probably did 6,000 or 7,000 jobs. So we have this huge intake of phone calls coming in all the time. So what would invariably happen? Kirsten takes the initial call, but she misses it. She's on the line. It rotates to me, then it goes to Christian or whatever. We have this huge loop that's going on. And still, invariably, most phone calls come in at lunch. So even though I'm paying this lady to answer calls and she's doing a fantastic job, I am still going out to lunch, and all the calls come in, she misses them, and they're going to me. So I'm still facing that same daggone problem where I love my customers, and I want these calls, I want to take them in, but I can't do anything. So in 2018, I said, you know, we have to have a contact center, a call center. We've got to. And that actually was the catalyst that led to Junk Removal Authority. I said, you know what, I'm going to build a call center, but I might as well share that call center with other junk removal business owners throughout the country, because I tell you what, if this is a problem for me, it is a problem for other people. So what can you do if you can know that the majority, I'm not going to guarantee our call center is going to get to every single phone call, but we're going to get to more than you, not most likely, almost guaranteed we're going to get more to you. And during that time frame, by the way, we're going to get more than you. We're going to answer more than you, and we're going to book at probably as good of a rate. And generally, most business owners, we're going to book better than the majority of business owners, because we're trained salespeople. We role play those call center calls and those contact center calls. Now listen, our call center It's not going to be perfect, but you got to look at the numbers. You're going to listen to some call recordings sometimes, like, I don't know if I can handle it that way. Look at the numbers. That's all I'm going to say. Run your business based off of the numbers, because a call center, a professional call center, is going to accomplish a lot of things for you. Number one, you can go off to lunch, you can go off to dinner, you can enjoy your holidays without having to answer the phone. You can, at night, when those phone calls are still coming in, you can actually have a little bit of time off. You've got time during the day to go out and network. If you're still on the truck, you get on the truck and you make sure on site that your process is tight, that you're doing exactly what you need to do. Hey, family time, family time. You know, you went off, you started your business because you wanted to work for yourself. You wanted to accomplish your dreams. You wanted to make your own schedule, and you become a slave to your business. Family time is huge, very important, and hard to come by when you're a business owner. A great call center is going to help you achieve that family time. You can go on a date. If you're married or you're not, you get to go on a date. Hopefully it's with your spouse if you're married. If you're not married, you actually get out there, you can go on a date, and you can actually build some sort of a personal life. Because, hey, we all love business. Business is great, but we've got to have a personal life. And, hey, guys, we just relax. Have you ever gone off on a vacation? I know I did this for the first 7 years in business. I went off on a vacation. I was plugged in all the time on my business. You can never relax. The people around you can never relax. You annoy the ever-living hell out of them. With a professional call center, you can relax. You go off on your vacation, you know, hey, my calls are going to get answered. So that's one piece of the puzzle. Now, you got to do some work on the operational side, making sure you got great dispatch, great truck crews, and all that kind of stuff going on, which is very important too. But answering that phone, that's the one thing a lot of people, they struggle to get away from. And get the phone as soon as you can. Get a great call center to handle your phone calls. Now, maybe you go off and you build up a big company, you build your own call center. But I can tell you right now, the amount of frustration, challenge, and expense on putting on a call center isn't worth forming your own. So we've created a great one for you. Now, you go off, if you get multiple locations going on all over the place, hey, maybe we're not going to be for you at that point. But if you're a small junk removal company, our junk removal call center can accomplish everything that we're talking about. And here's the excellent thing right here also, guys. A junk removal call center, rather than going with your traditional route of, hey, hiring somebody else. Well, one, hiring somebody else is difficult. What do you look for? You got to put them in an office somewhere, most likely. You have to take a lot of time to train them. And that training time, hey, you've got stuff you've got to do. So that period of time that you're training that individual up is time that otherwise you could be spending working on other parts of your business or doing all the free time stuff and all that we already talked about. And hey, what happens when you get that individual, you train them up and then they leave? Well, now you got to repeat that entire process all over again. If they call in sick, if they get injured, whatever, well, now you're back answering the phone. A junk removal call center like we formed with Junk Removal Authority covers all that. You have fully trained reps ready to go. Only limited training is needed for you. We might need a little refinement, little tips and tricks on your particular area and the way you operate, but we've got reps that are ready to go for you. And we've got replacements. So when those individuals are off or they're sick or whatever, we've got other people ready to go. You don't have to retrain, and you don't have to constantly monitor their results and the success. We're going to provide you the reports. We're constantly monitoring. We're constantly training them. So that is the Junk Removal Call Center. It is the catalyst of what created Junk Removal Authority. It was the greatest thing that we ever created in terms of freeing up my time, Christian's time, everybody with junk doctors, and hundreds of other junk removal companies throughout the country. So 919-617-1975, JunkRA.com if you want to get signed up for it. But let me get one thing straight with you. We are not going to be perfect. So if you expect us to be perfect when we answer these calls, it's not going to happen. These call center reps are located all throughout the country. They're remote. We don't have this large base of operation in North Carolina for hundreds of call center rep seats. We just don't have it. If we had it, we're going to have to charge you a lot more. The great thing is it's going to be cheaper than hiring your own person, and you're only going to pay for when the calls are actually coming in. That's the fantastic part about it. Numbers, look at it by the numbers. So judge what your booking rate was and have an accurate booking rate compared to what ours is. It's going to be either close or we're probably going to be better. I just about guarantee it. Now, the one thing that you might notice is you're going to listen to some calls and you say, hey, I would have handled that a little bit differently. look at the numbers. Run your business by the numbers, not based on the emotion. And our call center is exactly what you need. JunkRA.com, 919-617-1975. If you're ready to take control of your business, take control of your life, get on that junk removal call center. I did it, and I've loved every day since, and I know you will too. Thanks, guys.